Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Hello, hello. All right, good morning, everyone. It's meteorologist Grace Thornton here at KVUE News. We're going to go through our forecast as we head into this weekend. It is going to be such a fantastic weekend here in Austin, Texas, and that's all due to this map right here. Let's get into kind of the setup of what we are going to be dealing with this weekend. So if I zoom on in, you can tell, there's a lot of H's on the map. That stands for high pressure, and that's the kind of weather that we want for nice sunny blue skies. We also have a cold front you can see over Oklahoma City and even stretching over towards Memphis. There is some very chilly air on the other half of this. This is going to eventually move over Austin as we head into the night tonight, and it is going to cool down those temperatures quite a bit. So if you were thinking the 40s were chilly this morning, well, the 30s are certainly going to be chilly for tomorrow morning too. Let's take a check on tonight's low temperatures. Our cold weather shelters in Austin are going to be open for the night, so make sure you use that resource if you need it because it is going to be quite chilly out there. The Austin Metro probably not get down to that freezing level, going to hover just above it. However, if you look out towards the hill country, you guys are certainly going to see a widespread freeze overnight into Saturday morning. So please be aware of that as you head into your weekend. But that's going to be our last pulse of cold air for a little while now. I'll show you the next couple of days because we are going to experience a couple of changes as we get to the next 72 hours or so. So over the next 3 days, we have beautiful conditions on tap for Saturday afternoon. You'll see our temperatures are definitely going to rebound into the mid 60s. And of course, our Texas Longhorns are taking on the Clemson Tigers this week at 3 p.m. So it looks like an absolutely perfect football forecast for that. And then as we head into Sunday, you'll notice that temperature for the morning lows is actually much warmer than what we are seeing obviously on Saturday, about 10 degrees warmer or maybe even more. So the wake up on Sunday won't be as cool as we've been dealing with the past couple of days. And then of course Monday morning we'll be waking up to temperatures in the 50s and then afternoon temperatures in the mid 70s. We're certainly going to see that switch in wind flow. We're going to get those southeasterly winds back in place, and that is going to make for a big old warm up across Texas. Not even just central Texas, all of Texas is going to be feeling that. And also on Saturday is something else going on. I know we have our Longhorns game, but we also have the winter solstice that is going on. So I know we talk about our fall equinox. That's when we have equal parts day and night. This winter solstice is actually when we have the least daylight of the year. We're only going to experience 10 hours, 11 minutes, and 39 seconds. And if you're up in North Texas or the Texas Panhandle, you're actually going to experience 10 hours and 15 minutes of daylight. I thought it was an interesting little tidbit there. So sunrise is going to be at 7:23 a.m. on Saturday, and technical winter solstice starts at 3:20 a.m. Sunset is going to be 5:35. Now you'll note that this is not the earliest sunset we've had. It's not really about the timing of the sunset. It's more about the total amount of daylight that you're going to see during the day. So those 10 hours. Here's what it looks like on the globe. A little dilemma, if you will, for the winter solstice. So basically this and the angle of the sun is going to obviously prefer the eastern hemisphere and move from the equator down over the Tropic of Capricorn. Up here we have the Tropic of Cancer, and when we move into our summer solstice, obviously the angle of the sun will move back over the equator and prefer us for a time being, and that's when we see summertime. All right, we have a couple other updates for the changes we are expecting over the next couple of days. So this weekend is going to be absolutely fantastic. I don't think anyone's really going to have an issue with any of their going on. However, while we do see dry conditions for a very long time, we are also going to be tracking a little bit of rain as we head into next week. And of course, with the holidays going on, sometimes that can get a little bit shaky if you are traveling for Christmas, whether you're traveling locally or if you're taking a plane somewhere else. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and most likely Monday, we're going to be mostly dry across the map. You'll notice that Tuesday, we do have that chance for showers and possibly some thunderstorms. So here's a look at the rain coverage map. You'll note that a lot of the rain possibilities for Tuesday are going to be on that far east side of the map. So I want to show you guys our most recent update from, I believe this is our European model that goes out until Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So we'll start the week off dry, obviously. As we head into Tuesday morning, you'll see that chance for showers on the far east side around 6:30 in the morning. And then as we head into the afternoon, you can see that front is going to start to move into our area, but very briefly, it's just going to kind of tag us with a couple of showers. But you'll also note that there are some heavier areas of rainfall over the east side of Texas, so up towards Dallas as well as north of Houston. Those areas do look like they'll see a good chance for those thunderstorms. However, it really just matters how much energy is along that cold front kind of move through. It's possible a couple of our far eastern areas could see some thunderstorms out there. Not expecting any severe weather with this, but again, this is going to be Christmas Eve night. So if you're traveling around, maybe traveling to grandma's house or your own house, just make sure that you are aware that there could be some wet roads and maybe some lowered visibility due to this front kind of moving on through. Now, this front, while it is technically a cold front, it's going to cool us down too much. Let's take a look at that 7-day. Of course, we'll be very dry by Christmas Day. And also our first night of Hanukkah is also the same as Christmas this year. All right, so you can see that 7-day forecast right here. 40% chance of late day storms, but you'll also note that as we get into Christmas Day, those temperatures are not really nodding off too much. We'll down to the lower 70s as compared to the mid 70s, but we're expecting to see a major cool down as those storm chances kind of move on through. Now we are going to continue to see some rain chances as we head into our Thursday, so the day after Christmas, and there's also some lingering chances for showers and maybe some thunderstorms after that. So kind of those post-Christmas couple of days. So make sure that you're just paying attention to the forecast as we head through the next days, because obviously this is subject to change. And of course, if there is some very, very wet weather, of course, we are going to make you guys aware of that. Also on the 7-day forecast is our weekend, our Saturday. I don't think I've completely detailed out the Longhorns forecast, but I have one graphic here where we can just kind of take a look at kickoff temperatures as well as fourth quarter temperatures, because we are going to be cooling things down a bit as we head towards the end of the game, certainly. But the start of the game, really, really nice. I mean, just taking a light jacket with you, making sure you have that hand, especially if you are in those upper levels, because it does get quite drafty, and winds will be anywhere from 10 to maybe even 20 miles per hour as we head through the day on Saturday. But if you are not headed to DK, if you're just going to be around town, it is going to be a beautiful day to enjoy the Longhorns. If you're watching from a patio or even from home, it's just going to be a really nice day outside. And if you don't care about football, just, hang out, head to Zilker Park. It's just going to be an absolutely beautiful day. I do want to bring up one thing we're dealing with the past couple of days. If you are headed outdoors this weekend, and that is going to be our allergy count is starting to look like cedar season as we head into the days here. Our cedar count yesterday was about 100 grains per cubic meter, and now it is boosting up to about 150. So that certainly is the high category, but what I've been kind of explaining to people the past couple of weeks as we've started to see cedar really boost up, from time to time, is that these cedar counts can go all the way up to thousands, not tens of thousands. So, while we are no high concentrations of cedar, it does get much worse in January and February. So just take that into account. Start, that allergy medication regimen, if you will. Honestly, should have started already, but as we head into January, it's just going to become more and more common that we see that cedar out there. So just be aware of that as we head into this weekend. Let's actually take it outside right now. I have a couple of our routers, our cameras. I love this. Literally, if you look on my Twitter, Grace Thornton WX, I have a picture of the sunrise this morning. It was just absolutely magical. It was so gorgeous. I'm probably going to very similar conditions for our sunset tonight because we are not expecting clouds anywhere in the sky for this afternoon. And there is a look at downtown as we head towards the noon hour, well, in the next 2 hours, that is. We have nice high pressure, which I just explained, creating for those nice, beautiful blue skies. And also have not as much color on those trees. They were so bright just a few weeks ago, and it now just looks a little bit dull, but that's okay. We are technically headed into winter. I kind of want to zoom in here, see if we can see fun stuff going on the Pfluger pedestrian bridge. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, looking good.
Yeah, it looks really good out there. I know, I wish some more vibrant trees still out there, but people enjoy the day. It's Friday. Maybe try and get off work a little bit early. I know a lot of people are headed over towards the airport, so thankfully the weather is not going to be of issue for anyone if you are headed out and about for this afternoon and for this weekend. Even Sunday, while we will build back a couple more clouds in the atmosphere, I think we're going to be dealing with much issue if you are headed for your Christmas holiday on Sunday or even on Monday. So that is also good news. Let's take a check on temperature outside across the area right now, and then I'll go back through our 7-day forecast because it is quite busy, and then I will hop off and you can join us for midday at 11 and hear me talk about the weather again. All right, current temperatures across the hill country looking nice. Oh, this would be good if I did that for you guys. There you go. Current temperatures across the hill country, we are in the 50s for most of us. Marble Falls sitting just 50 degrees there. Harper at 52 and really starting to warm things up towards Austin. 58 degrees if you're headed outside right now. Everybody, on the Pfluger pedestrian bridge looked like they were enjoying themselves. Not too stiff of a breeze out there. Thorndale 52, 51 in Bastrop, and then Lockhart, Rosanke, Luling, those areas down towards Muldoon as well in the south and east. Most of those in the mid 50s. Now here's a look at those high temperatures for today. Sunshine, beautiful skies out there, not too bad of winds. They'll kind of gust up to about 20-25 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. Really not too bad, but of course those southeastern counties looking a little bit warmer. We may hit about 70 for Lockhart. San Marcos at 68, and San Antonio expected to reach 70 degrees as well. All right, let's shift back into that 7-day forecast and I'll tell you what we can expect as we head into this weekend, as well as another recap our holiday forecast. All right, so for the next 7 days here, we're going to start off our weekend on a very nice foot. Beautiful conditions that continue throughout Saturday. When you're waking up on Saturday, headed to the run club or taking your dog out, just be prepared for another kind of pulse of those very cold temperatures. Again, I've been saying this all morning, but our cold weather shelters are open for tonight. I believe you can register at the One Texas Center down on Barton Springs Road down there. I think that's happening between about 6 and 8 p.m. So make sure you use that resource if you don't have a warm place to stay tonight. And also through Sunday, we'll build back clouds, a little bit more warmth by the afternoon and even for the morning hours as well. And then Monday, we're starting off very, very warm for that holiday week. As we head into Tuesday, which is Christmas Eve, 73 degrees is going to be above average temperature-wise for our Christmas Eve and our Christmas. But we also have some chances for those late day storms on Christmas Eve, and then we'll dry out very completely for our Christmas Day as well as that first day of Hanukkah there. We're tracking a little wetness as we head towards the end of the year here. I mean, Thursday will be the 26th, so it'll be not too far away from January 1st by the time we hit Thursday. So again, going to be a really, really nice weekend, and just make sure that you're keep tuned to KVUE for that forecast as we head towards Christmas Eve, because I know that's maybe going to interrupt a couple of people's travel around town, or if you're headed outside of town, we'll make sure that you guys have the most up-to-date information, and if there's going to be any severe weather chance, we'll communicate that as well. All right, thanks for joining me this morning. I love when everything goes black. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'll be back on KVUE midday starting at 11 a.m. with Hannah Rucker.